I've just finished watching Netflix's new Senna series, so here's my thoughts on it. Firstly, I'm a massive F1 fan, so I was so excited and hyped to watch a series about one of the GOATs of F1, Ayrton Senna. I thought the series was really enjoyable, very gripping, and really easy to binge. The rhythm of the show worked really well, even with the time jumps it was very coherent. I also like the fact that the series started at the end and then went back in time and then went in chronological order till we got to the end. I knew Senna's story going into this as I've watched the Senna documentary, I've watched loads of YouTube videos on Senna in the past, but I've got to say, the ending when Senna passes away was still very emotional for me, and really brings home just how sad it is that Senna passed away so young due to a racing accident at Imola. I thought the tribute at the end to Senna was really beautiful and heartfelt, and with that tribute we saw a lot of footage of a lot of the real people who were portrayed in the show. And I've got to say they were very recognisable in the show, as the costume design, the makeup and the casting was so perfect. Gabriel Leone was a fantastic Ayrton Senna, and I thought his acting performance was incredible. Matt Mellor was perfect as Alan Prost, Jonas Heinrichs was great as Niki Lauda, and the rest of the cast were also fantastic, and I've got to say it was really nice hearing Caia Scodelario speaking Portuguese.
Se trocou a McLaren pela Williams para voltar a ser campeão.
Speaking of Portuguese, I watched the series in the original language Portuguese with English subtitles, as I felt it was more realistic as Senna would have spoke Portuguese, but I also think that sometimes dub versions just aren't quite as good, and sometimes the audio doesn't quite sync up. Finally, I thought the CGI of the cars was overall really good, and it was so cool to see Senna's iconic McLaren on screen. There was a few shots where you could tell that the cars were CGI, but it didn't really affect the viewing, and I've got to say it was really cool seeing at the start of every episode a brake light used to show the Netflix logo. I thought that was really cool. But overall, I would recommend the Senna series to Super F1 fans, to casual F1 fans, to anyone really, as Senna's story is truly inspiring and the series did a great job showing it. And I've got to say this is probably a winner for Netflix too, especially after their success of Drive to Survive. Overall, I really did enjoy it, but what did you guys think of the Senna series? Let me know in the comments.